We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing back, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We are live, guys. I'm J1 Third of the Cyber Nerds.
Raven the GS.
Mr. Blitzster.
And today, we're here to talk about Prey. Now, I pray you've already subscribed to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and press the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a banger. Like I said, we're here to talk about Prey, the fifth movie in the Predator franchise, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. What do you guys think, Cloud? We got. Also, wait, before we even dive into it, Dan, appreciate you liking and resharing our Prey live watch along. That is live on patreon.com/cybernerds. But there's also a version on YouTube that you guys can check out. Get me. Be like the director and share it on social media. The director shared it. That means you've got no reason not to, especially if you enjoyed it. Get me?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely commit to the cause, much like the director committed to this world, didn't it? Because he went in this movie, apart from the whole experience here at the studio, which was just mind-blowing watching this live with DCN fam, story banged, the action, oh my days. I don't know if some of the people working behind this have some sort of Mortal Kombat fandom in them, but the combat was just mad, innit? I'm just gonna keep it there. And the score, ladies and gentlemen, the score, if you haven't watched this movie, yeah, man, you need that score in your life. I'm just going to keep it there because obviously I want these gentlemen to also talk about Prey.
It's crazy because obviously in the world of 2022,
this guy, every day, go on.
obviously we live in a world of, just more is always better. And obviously in this movie, I never thought I would say this, but less is just more.
I hear you.
Like, not much speaking, not a lot of law, not a lot of everything.
No faffing around.
Yeah, they just scaled everything back. Like, a lot of it. Like, everything. I was like, raw, what they're just presenting here was way, way better than I would feel like them trying to always top the last Predator movies. And just coming back to this, everyone's obviously it's the 1700s. It's all like back to basics, no advanced technology apart from the Predator itself. I was like, right, this just feels like a way better setting, feeling, everything else in general than us just trying to just be like, oh, what's the next big thing we can do to top the last movie? I'm like, scaling it back was just the best thing they could do. And yeah, man.
Yeah,
way sick.
It's almost like they watched the last Predator movies and it was like, nah, man, you guys are doing too much. Like, let's just take it back to the basics and start this thing properly.
But they watched more than just the last Predator movie. But yeah, man, I definitely think this movie's fire, man. Like, firstly, I think the runtime it's mad that I don't get deep on runtimes. But this runtime, it's just over 90 minutes, yeah? But it is perfect. Do you know what I'm saying? It's perfect. It's like, in that time, we get everything we need to get done, and there's no fat on this thing, bro. No, it's all shaved, bro. You get me? 2% body fat. We're in here, it's like mad.
Predator,
Come like Predator.
Yo,
do you know what I'm saying?
Mad.
One thing that you're saying in terms of scaling back, yeah, I definitely love that. I think they just looked at the blueprint of the original Predator movie and were just like, yo, this is actually, it sounds mad, but this is all we have to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think, especially, and I love seeing this from a franchise that's got 5 movies. And 7 if you want to throw in Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. President Requiem. And the only reason I throw it in because those movies are detrimental to the Predator franchise, they have to be included when we're talking about the next movie that is successful in that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it is super legit that on this 5th, 7th movie that they can almost reboot, prequel the thing, and also Dan sets himself up in a time frame where he doesn't have to be involved in anything that's already come out, but because he's a gangster, does it anyway, and includes the revolver that Danny Glover gets at the end of Predator 2, which is going to end up bringing us full circle by the end of the Prey trilogy, I hope, anyway. So yeah, man, fire.
I really loved Naru's journey, because like, as someone who was like frustrated in wanting to do something which was a calling, and choosing the Predator as a, I can't remember what the word was, but it's like you're passing over, and that taking me back to 300, where Leonidas had to go to the mountains and fight the beast and stuff like that, and her having this whole confrontation and understanding, and the whole prep, like it never felt over the top. It just felt right, well balanced throughout the whole way, like till the end.
No, man, I do think it's sick, but I feel like for me, the Predator journey here is untouchable, bro. Because it's like we've never seen a Predator like this, and we've all like in all levels. In terms of like, we've never spent this much time with a Predator, like doing Predator stuff, like just hunting, being on Earth, seeing the different apex predators around and showing that it can beat all of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was fire. Like the Predator versus the bear. What? Bruv, it's mad. Piece. It is mad, bruv. It is mad. It is like the Predator fights a bear, fam. I feel like this is almost as gangster as seeing apes on horses in in War for bruv, there's certain things that you're only gonna get to see one time for the first time.
I guess so.
And Predator versus Bear is one of them, and apes on horses is another. I'm just letting you guys know. So yeah, I thought that whole scene was fire. I love the Predator character, fam. I love how he's different from the other Predators we've seen, and one thing that I always like is seeing the Predators' personalities. And I like that this Predator I did not like. Like, in the other Predators, I never really had an issue with them. I was just like, yeah, you was honourable, you lost, you died. But this one is like, I will not lose. I will not die. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if I've got to move mad, even if I've got to be dishonourable, which after sitting back and really like deep in, I was like, he didn't move dishonourable, you know? He didn't. He might just not have learned honour yet, bro.
I was about to say, he's just young out here. He's just, like, I'm guessing this is his first mission on Earth. Passed after Xenomorph hunting.
The thing is,
to get the weapons.
Yeah.
So then after that, obviously, the way he's, like you said, he would see a snake will bite him, like, alright, cool, now I'm gonna like demolish you. Then you'll see like a wolf, then the bear, and obviously it's just going further and further up the food chain. The way he's just like moving, it's almost like he wants something to challenge him first.
Yeah.
Before he would like, you know what? Let me then go ahead and show you what I made of.
See,
one of the always mad.
Sorry, I just want to jump on that, because one of the things that came to mind was like, obviously through the trial and error while he's on Earth, it made me think, because before I always thought, why does Predator called blooded? So was this one kind of like not blooded?
No, that's what Sam was saying. Like after beating the Xenomorph, you're in. Like, then you
you're
go.
Blooded.
So if you've got the projectile thing,
okay,
you've beat a Xenomorph already. You get me?
Okay.
One of the things that I thought was sick. Oh man, losing it. I'm losing it. What was you talking about? Say that again. Run that back for me.
Predator being very young, inexperienced.
See, the thing is, I didn't see when I went back to deeper. I didn't think that it was because he was young. I think he is young, but I think Predator probably hasn't seen humans fighting each other and be honourable. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's even picked up that trait yet to then understand. Oh, for me, like, because one, it's like they focus on this one being a hunter, and I feel like the other ones are more so like warriors almost. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that might be a part of the Predator progression that we're going to see in later movies. And I hope we really do, because I just don't like the excuse of it being young and being dishonourable. I like the excuse of it having a lack of knowledge on when you're fighting a two-legged being, or do you know what I'm saying, a humanoid, there are rules of engagement. I would love it to learn, or the Predators as a race, to learn that lesson one day through Earth. Like, imagine it being challenged by a human and being like, nah, stand and fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then later on down the line, when man's coming out and they're turning off their camouflage to fight humans, it's like, yo, we're on the same plane. Like, that's a Predator really challenging this thing, but now we're just deep into Predator lore and stuff, you get me?
But you know what, with this Predator, it felt like he was observing what's going on, because I remember when they were fighting the French, and them men shoot the first time, and then they take so long to reload, and the camera just zooms in on it, and it's kind of like confused, like, what's going on here? Like, why did you stop fighting? So having that kind of look through his eyes to try and understand, like, yo, what's going on here? We're supposed to be going hand-to-hand combat, you man using your weapons, I'm supposed to use my weapons, but there is this pause. And it felt comedic at the same time, because we're also so used to just that kind of thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom! like, it's mad, bro. Like, so, hey, whoever came up with that is sick, man.
Yeah, man. I would have to say, like, the special effects I think in this movie are fire. The design of the Predator, I think this is the best actual looking Predator, and I don't just mean in terms of graphics, just like the way they just like, it's an ugly motherfucker, like, real ugly. Do you know what I'm saying? I like that, man. I really like the design of the skull mask. Like, they really like got it right in terms of the time period and what this Predator is. And like, I just want more. I just want more and more.
Definitely, man.
What else have you got anything else to this?
Yeah, man. The whole cast and everything, I just feel like it was just missing a bit more. How can I explain it? Because obviously throughout the previous Predator movies, they have like a mismatch of characters, like a team that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, no one
a ragtag team.
That's the one. That's the feel like this thing is only missing. Obviously, it feels like only her and her brother were kind of seeing eye to eye. He was kind of telling her, "Oh, these are the ways of like." She already knows that, but it's obviously telling her on the sake of the audience, like, "Oh, this is what happens here." And all the rest of the team was kind of like, "You ain't no hunter. Like, why don't you just go back rather than someone being only the brash one, someone else being something else." It felt like it was only like 2 or 3 ways about.
Yeah, I felt that kind of came towards the culture, because like when we see it previously, it's an army culture, so they have a way of going about things. There is a chain of command of, like, you know, you got the weapons person, you got the tactician and stuff like that. While here, there is just the war chief, I'll tell you what to do, boom, boom, boom. So I feel like that's what separates from the other teams in the past.
See, one of the things that I see, I'm going to disagree with. Like, I'm glad they kind of didn't go with a team, because I think we got more of a growth from Amber Midthunder throughout the movie by just having her and her juxtaposition with her brother. And I love the fact that, like, when I watched it again, I was like, there's the moment, you see when there's a bird in the sky, she's aiming at it, and then he's like, ping! And he's like, you're asleep. Like, he's trying to tell, like, you don't move, like, you're not moving fast enough. And now later down the line, it's like, she's like, no, my intelligence is what helps me win. Yeah, but at the same time, there's no hesitation in what she's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you kind of wouldn't get that with a whole team. And you never really get that in like the original Predator. Like, Dutch doesn't evolve during that movie. Dutch just kills. Like, Dutch comes with a cigar and he leaves with a cigar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's what happens. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas she has real growth, and in the next movie, when she's moving like Lara Croft, I'm gonna be like,
makes sense.
It makes sense. Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like they've set that up perfectly, bro. Perfectly. And I just can't wait for the rest of the Predators to show up, because obviously 3 ships come in the credits, and see, what, you think it's an annihilation thing?
Done, bro.
I don't know.
They get that gun and duck. Bro, it is finished for them, man.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't go down like that.
Right.
Because in the other Predator movies, what we've seen, when a Predator gets killed, the other Predators always come and show respect to the person who done it. So I would like those 3 ships to pull up and be like, yo, you're nice, but boom. And then there's another thing that happens, almost like you come with us, and now there's a challenge on elsewhere. Like, that's the kind of thing. Because, like, if you drop a Predator on Earth and it gets beat, I'm expecting these lot to be like, yo, you're a Predator. She's the apex, bro. Come on, let's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a vibe, bro. Like, and it's also something we ain't seen. So I feel like there's so many possibilities that they can take this thing, bro. I'm like really gassed. Predator's back. Like, yo, Prey, Hulu, Disney Plus, all it like. It was just a smart choice, and the direction you went is sick, bro. And I really rate Dan Trachtenberg. We were talking about before. Like, my man is like franchise Viagra almost as well, because it's like, bro, he pretty much did the same thing with Cloverfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yo, he had Cloverfield 1, Cloverfield 2, I'm doing a completely different thing. This thing's fire, but it's still Cloverfield. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, these episodes of Black Mirror, like, bro, he goes in, so I'm really glad that, like, he got this, and I hope he has, like, bro, just handle the whole thing, do the sequel. Man didn't do the Cloverfield third one, so I'm really hoping he does the next one.
And I was gonna say, he's that type of guy to like.
I'm in and I'm out. Hey, look, hold this, I'm gone. Do you know what I'm saying? I really hope that like these lot have the discernment to just let him like ride this thing out, and we can really see him like. I don't want to say grow as a director, but see what he can do with a series of movies as opposed to just one, man. But yeah, man, fire. Bruv, I'm giving this a solid 4. I'm giving it a solid 4, man. Like, a solid 4. A solid 4.
I'm back
0.5. A solid 4.5. 4?
I'm on 4.
You got?
Yeah, man, this is a solid 4, man. It's dark, it's gritty, it's everything you want from Predator. Like I said, it's scaled back to just go 4. Like, what else do you want, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, jump in the comment section below and let us know, what do you rate Prey, the newest installment in the Predator franchise? And before you leave, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up and pressing the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a banger. Now, before you leave, there's also another thing. We've got brand new merch, Prey merch, Predator merch. So head over to the link in the description and you can get some of that. And head over to patreon.com/Simons. Other than that, see you on the next one.
Peace.
Bye.